world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. It's another beautiful morning here in North Las Vegas. That's right, it's Saturday, the 14th of November. Yeah, so I went out and did a little hoarding up this morning at Walmart. They had their, I guess they're doing their, this is the only time they're doing their movie thing, as far as Black Friday is concerned, but picked up a few things. I wasn't, let's see, probably about 10 or 12 items. I'll show those off in another video. Today's video is about a MVD arrow sale, or yeah, and some vinegar syndrome I've picked up. So some boutique items the old geek has hoarded up on. Let me share those with you today. Yeah, thanks for joining. So sit back, relax, and let me show you what I picked up. This thing used to be, wow, 50 bucks when it was brand new. It's still brand new. It's factory sealed still, but Bloodbath. Bloodbath, not rated, 79 minutes, 1966. That's an old flick. 1966. Yeah. Evidently there's four versions of this movie on in this set. Like I said, I have not opened this up yet, so I have no idea, but this is Roger Corman's, of course, has all four versions in it. I always enjoy the Arrow stuff because they have so many special features, but to be honest with you, I don't watch many special features, but I do watch, really enjoy watching like director comments or actor comments during the movie. I kind of like to watch for a second go around, those kind of things. Gives you a better understanding of what's going on sometimes. But yeah, this is cool. Bloodbath. This has a very young, I guess, Sid Haig in it. Sid Haig, one of my favorites. The films of Roger Corman are often as well known for their behind-the-scenes stories as they are for the ones unfolding on the screen. He famously made Little Shop of Horrors in just 2 days using sets left over from a bucket of blood, and shot The Terror over a long weekend because bad weather prevented him from playing tennis. But none of these tales is quite so complex or quite so extraordinary as the making of Bloodbath. The saga began when Corman invested in a Yugoslavian creamy-like picture entitled Operation Titian, just prior to it going into production. Insisting it be filmed in English, he sent actors William Campbell and Patrick Magee and uncredited story editor Francis Ford Coppola to Dubrovnik to make a U.S.-friendly movie, but wasn't satisfied with the end results. First, it was recut and rescored to create Portrait and Terror, a film more in line with drive-in tastes. Then it was handed over to Jack Hill, followed by Stephanie Rothman, and each undertaking reshoots that resulted in a vampire picture by the name of Bloodbath. One final twist was provided when a TV version was required, chopping scenes and adding others to create Track of the Vampire. For this release, Arrow Video has searched through the vaults to bring you all four versions of Bloodbath, newly restored from the best materials available, to provide a definitive release of one of Corman's craziest ventures. There you go. All four versions of Bloodbath. Looks good to me. I haven't seen it. Let me know down below if you have. Looks good. Next up, an Arrow Academy. Terror in a Texas Town. It's a Western, but it's a revenge film. That's why I got it. I like my revenge films. Texas Town, 1958, non-rated, 80 minutes long. It gets really good reviews from what I've seen. It does have special editions, contents, brand new 2K restoration, high definition Blu-ray, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. Show you the back. Of course, this film was The premise is they're fighting over, guess what? In Texas, oil. That's right. Even back then, folks were starting to fight over the oil. People were getting killed over it. That's right. All right, next up, we got a little, looks like we got some Asian stuff going on. I like it. Sho Kosigi is in Pray for Death. Pray for Death, not rated, 96 minutes, 1985. Some 80s ninja action here. It's a revenge film, as it gets really good reviews. In Pray for Death, martial arts legend Sho Kosugi stars as a family man driven to exact vigilante justice, ninja style. Akira, whose Kosugi is Akira, has brought his wife and 2 boys to the United States in search of a better life, but their slice of the American dream is quickly soured when they fall foul of a group of jewelry thieves. Unfortunately for the bad guys, they didn't count on Akira being a secret black ninja. Wow. Can't wait to watch that one. That sounds good. Eye is watering like crazy. Sorry. Hey, we got a little black exploitation going on here. Pam Grier is Sheba, baby. I like picking up these. I have now most of them, I guess, especially with Pam Grier. This is not rated, 91 minutes, 1975. Foxy Brown fame, that's right. Fresh off her career-defining roles for Jack Hill in Coffee and Foxy Brown, Pam Grier in Sheba, baby. Grier plays Sheba Shane, a private eye based in Chicago who is called to her hometown to stop the local mob boss from moving in on her father's loan business. Aided by her father's partner, Brick Williams, Sheba finds out that the violent thugs aren't going away without a fight. All right. Here's the back. Special features. Yeah, very nice. Got some auditory audio commentaries. Next up, we got a little Robert De Niro action in Ronin. Nice little slippy dippy on there too. 122 minutes. This is from 1998, R-rated. Of course, it's a crime thriller. Gets really good reviews. I'm sure there was, I see a couple, yeah. Here, this is a really good film. It gets really good. Great acting, of course, by all. On a rain-swept night in Paris, an international crack team of professional thieves assembles, summoned by a shady crime syndicate fronted by the enigmatic Deirdre. Their mission, to steal a heavily guarded briefcase from armed mobsters. Its contents undisclosed, but what begins as a routine heist soon spirals into chaos, with the group beset by a series of double crosses and constantly shifting allegiances. And it falls to a world-weary former CIA strategist, Sam De Niro, and the iconic Frenchman Vincent to hold the mission together. Let you look at the special features there. There you go. Excited to see that one. This one, the film by Sergio Martino, Your Vice is a locked room. Your vice is a locked room and only I have the key. Okay, Arrow Video. That's 1972, not rated, 96 minutes. A mystery thriller, maybe? This is loosely based on Edgar Allan Poe's classic tale, The Black Cat. That's a good movie. Your Vice is a locked room and only I have the key, from director Sergio Martino, weaves the key motifs from Poe's Gothic yarn into one of the most sensual films from the golden era of Giallo. So we get an abusive drunk who amuses himself by holding drunken orgies at his grand country manor, much to the displeasure of his long-suffering wife. But his decadence is soon rocked by a series of grisly murders in which Oliverio finds himself implicated. Alrighty, there you go. Is the back. If you've seen this one, let me know what it be like. Please. Alright. Double feature here. We have Blood Theater and The Visitance. This is from Vinegar Syndrome. Yes, this is from Vinegar Syndrome. From the damaged mind of director Rick Sloan comes Blood Theater and The Visitance. Both of these films don't get very good. I realized this after I bought it. They don't get very good reviews. This, I know The Visitant, it's probably so bad it's good kind of thing. But, yeah, I'm going to check them out. We'll see. They have some special features, newly scanned and restored 2K. Bonus feature film, The Visitance from 1987. Commentary track, good. Very good. So, if you've seen either of these, let me know what you thought, because I'm kind of disturbed that I didn't read about them before I got it, but it doesn't get very good reviews. Next up, another Arrow video. Apprentice to Murder. Apprentice to Murder. Was it magic, murder, or madness? In early 20th century Pennsylvania Dutch country, young Bill Kelly, falls in love with a charismatic powwower or folk magic healer. Wow. Shunned by the rest of the community for his nonconformist beliefs, together they investigate the mysterious sickness that is blighting the area, which Reese believes to be the work of a sinister local hermit. But as the plague spreads and the wide-eyed Billy falls over deeper into Reese's spell, are they doing God's work or the devil's bidding? Know nothing about this Apprentice to Murder. Oh yeah, let me see. It's 97 minutes. I believe it's from 2002. Yeah, 2002. PG-13. Interesting. All right. We have the Bloodthirsty Trilogy. The Vampire Doll, Lake of Dracula, and Evil of Dracula. There you go. 2018. This was released. Excuse me. The Vampire Doll is 71 minutes. And it gets really good reviews. Lake of Dracula is from 1971. These are all 70s films. Very atmospheric, I understand. And Evil of Dracula is, from what I understand, not as good as the other two. So, in Vampire Doll, a young man goes missing after visiting his girlfriend's isolated country home. His sister and her boyfriend trace him to a creepy mansion, but their search becomes perilous when they uncover a gruesome family history. All right. So a 3-pack of vampires. I understand this is an American-style horror flicks in a Japanese context. So those are always fun. I can't wait to check that one out, or those out. My throat getting dry. All right, next up, this one looks creepy. I've been watching it until it got cheap. I was not going to get it, but I picked all of these up for less than $20 in their sale. This is called The Woman. The Woman. R-rated, 103 minutes, 2011. This is about a feral girl being kept captive by some crazy dude. The woman, who is Pollyanna McIntosh, she actually played in The Walking Dead. This is a sequel to The Offspring. Almost a decade after Lucky McKee burst upon the indie horror scene and became a master of horror, in the making, thanks to his directorial debut, May, he teamed up with legendary cult author Jack Ketchum for his most shocking and brutal film to date, The Woman, an instant cause celeb on its Sundance premiere. So this chick is the woman, is the last surviving member of a deadly clan of feral cannibals that has roamed the American wilderness for decades. When successful country lawyer Chris Cleek stumbles upon her whilst hunting in the woods, he decides to capture and civilize her with the help of his seemingly perfect all-American family, including his wife Belle and daughter Peggy. The Cleeks will soon learn, however, that hell hath no fury like the woman scorned. Bunch of special features there. Let you check them out for yourself. There you go. That one looks like it's up my alley for sure. Next up, The Beast Within, 98 minutes from 1982. I believe this to be a great atmospheric monster movie. Let's see what it says. Late one full moonlit night, a woman stands alone on the roadside, waiting for her husband to return to their broken-down car. All of a sudden, she's pounced upon, dragged into the dark woods, and savaged by a barely glimpsed assailant. But this is only the beginning of the terror in The Beast Within. Okay. If you guys have seen this one, let me know down below what you thought. I haven't seen it, so can't wait to check that out. Next up, another Arrow video. That's right, it's called The Visitor. 108 minutes long, 1979, a horror sci-fi flick. This is. I understand this is a weird movie. You may think you've seen it all, but nothing can prepare you for The Visitor, the ultimate excursion into B-movie madness. This 1979 cinematic oddity from schlock producer extraordinaire Ovidio Asanides, director of such guilty pleasures as Beyond the Door and Tentacles, brings together an extraordinary ensemble cast in a mind-bending tale of a girl and her pet hawk. Any attempt to decipher the exact plot of The Visitor is an exercise in futility, but somewhere amongst all the madness and mayhem, killer birds, exploding basketball hoops, and a Sam Peckinpah cameo is the tale of an ancient intergalactic entity capable of bearing earthly children endowed with great powers. One such child is young Katie Collins, and woe betide anyone who tries to get in her way. Oh. Aliens coming down, inseminating humans, creating children with superpowers. That's got to be great, right? We'll see. Speaking of Edgar Allan Poe, The Pit and the Pendulum. The Pit and the Pendulum. 81 minutes from 1961. Of course, it gets great reviews. I've seen this one, but not with the Arrow video one. I loved it. I love any. This is Roger Corman's adaptation of Edgar Allan Poe story. A horse-drawn carriage pulls up to a deserted beach. A somber figure dismounts and gazes up towards his destination, a foreboding cliff-top castle perched high above the crashing waves. Thus, the perfect Gothic scene is set for the Pit and the Pendulum. So this is Corman's second Edgar Allan Poe adaptation. He did The Fall of the House of Usher. Can't wait to rewatch that. I love Pit and the Pendulum. I read all the story. I read them also. So next we have something I've been wanting to get for a while called Lords of Chaos. I waited till it got cheap. 118 minutes, 2018. Biography / drama kind of thing. It's about the roots of what they call black metal. Have any of you guys heard of black metal? Is that a thing? I just thought it was an interesting premise. The early 1990s, a new, uncompromising style of heavy metal explodes on the underground. True Norwegian black metal. Blasting and brutal, yet also majestic. The subgenre achieves worldwide infamy through the extraordinary achievements of its musicians and the suicides, murders, and church burnings that come to define the scene. Sounds interesting, but if you've seen it, let me know what you thought of it. Lords of Chaos. Next up, Battle Royale VR Survival Program. There's a little Japanese stuff going on here. Let's see, that's from year 2000, 122 minutes long. This is Japanese with English subtitles. I don't mind those sometimes. Sometimes I'll watch a movie without the audio. This is about a group of kids, ninth graders, that were kidnapped, I guess, or no, maybe they were invited, I don't remember. It's in a world where teenagers have no respect and adults are losing control, there can be only one solution: Battle Royale. Now see what happens when you let a high school class loose on an island, arm them, and give them a simple choice: kill your friends or have them kill you. Okay. Kill or be killed is the premise. If you've seen it, let me know. Next up, who put this out? I don't even remember where I got this. Must have been from MVD, their sale. Grateful Dead. 97 minutes, 2013. This is a horror comedy, I think. It also has subtitles. I understand it's rather brutal. Evidently, this chick kind of likes watching old men. She kind of spies on them. A young woman with numerous hang-ups sprouting from a dysfunctional childhood. She inherits a small fortune and allows her to pursue various interests, many of which are highly abnormal. For example, she loves to spy on people who, not unlike herself, have gone crazy from loneliness. All right. There you go. That one looks interesting. I'm going to check that one out relatively soon. Another Arrow video. This one's called Old Boy. 120 minutes, 2003. A psychological torture movie. It's a revenge flick. Yay! Got 2 discs. Often cited as one of the best films of the 2000s and possibly the definitive example of extreme Asian cinema, Old Boy is brutal, lyrical, modern classic of the revenge genre. Good. Based on the Japanese manga of the same name, the film tells the horrific tale of a businessman who is inexplicably kidnapped and imprisoned in a grim hotel room-like cell for 15 years. Wow, and he doesn't know who his captor is. That looks like fun. Korean flick. Next up, Clive Barker's Nightbreed, 120 minutes, 1990, based on the novel Cabal, as I recall. Yeah. Of course, Clive Barker did Hellraiser and Candyman. So I'm excited to watch this. I have not watched it. I've heard about it. Actually has David Cronenberg in it. Gets great reviews. So if you've seen this one that I probably should have watched a long time ago but haven't, let me know down below what you thought. Nightbreed. Next up, Arrow Video. Daniel Isn't Real. 2019 flick, 96 minutes. This one has Patrick Schwarzenegger in it, the son of Arnold, I understand. So this dude, I guess he has an imaginary friend, and how they go about dealing with that, I've no idea. Luke Nightingale, a lonely young boy with an emotionally unstable mother, invents a friend named Daniel, who leads them both into a world of fantasy and imagination. Whoa, okay. Let me show you the back. Yeah, a lot of these are region B locked, but I've got a region free player, so no worries here. And last from the Arrow group is Doom Asylum. Doom Asylum. 79 minutes long from 1988. It gets good reviews. This was actually filmed, I understand, in an actual abandoned asylum. One of my favorite settings for horror movies, by the way. This is a riotous mix of gore, gags, and goth girl groups galore. When a group of horny teens wind up on the grounds of a creepy abandoned asylum, they think they found the perfect place to party. Little do they know that inside the building's crumbling walls lurks a freakishly deformed maniac driven to madness by the tragic loss of his fiancée. With an array of grisly surgical tools at his disposal, it's only a matter of time before the youngsters start to meet various splattery ends at the hands of the ghoulish coroner. Whoa. Sounds good. Let me know down below if you've seen that one. All right, so that's my whole video from MVD and Vinegar Syndrome, a couple in there. But I did want to share with you one of my bigger purchases here in the last couple weeks. And this is what I was talking about earlier as far as binge watching. Game of Thrones 4K. What a beautiful, beautiful set this is. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the artwork is all embossed. I have been watching this on 4K. Just started it. I'm through the second season already. It looks beautiful. Beautiful on there. And I gotta just say as a warning, if you guys are gonna get this, there are no Blu-ray discs involved other than special features. None of the actual Game of Thrones series, TV series, is on Blu-rays. It's all on 4K. So it's a beautiful, beautiful set, as I said. And of course, Game of Thrones is a very atmospheric and countryside and all that. Man, you guys can afford to pick this up and you have a 4K player and TV, this is definitely worth whatever it is you have to pay for it. I waited till it was relatively cheap and got it for 125, 130. I don't remember exactly, but I got it for a heck of a good price. So I'm excited. So this was in my opinion, the best pickup I've made in the last week. So, complete collection on 4K, Game of Thrones. So there you go, guys. There you go. Let me know down below what you think of my haul, and if you've seen any of the movies and want to comment on them, please do. Please let me know what you thought was cool, what you liked, and what I should watch first, I guess. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That's right, get the old fart up there to 2,000 subscribers. You can do it together. So, hey, you guys keep smiling, keep having fun. Always choose the positive alternative. Until next time, Peace.